Hi, I'm Sarah Robb O'Hagan, and I'm one of the lucky ones. I never have ever won a trophy. I'm going to start over.
Who would you rather be? That establishment player that we love, that created their category, and is defending that past but can get disrupted by the new? Or do you want to be that category leader who's consistently reinventing themselves, like moving the category forward?
If we want to be innovative and disruptive and risk-taking, we actually need to get comfortable with adversity. Do we agree?
Described as Superwoman Undercover, legendary business leader Sarah Robb O'Hagan draws from her experiences leading remarkable growth and turnaround at Gatorade, Nike, and Virgin Group to show organizations how they can step up, stand out, and innovate their industries.
So I believe in this environment as leaders, to keep up, you're going to have to go extreme. So what do I mean by that? So I spent about 4 or 5 years of my life doing a ton of research, understanding what is it about great companies and great leaders that enables them to consistently stay at the top of their game.
Make sure you matter to those who matter. In Silicon Valley, when new startup founders go and pitch investors, oftentimes they take them to Starbucks and they'll say, look at all those people in the line. They could be my customer. You should be so excited by this opportunity. The Strava founders were like, those two dudes in spandex, that's my guys. And that's only my guys. And the investors are like, are you crazy? How can you possibly build a business off this? And they're like, because I will be number one to a small group of people and really matter to them instead of number 8 in a giant sea of clutter.
Robb O'Hagan retraces the steps of her own career as she inspires teams and individuals to become the most extreme versions of themselves. Her story of using failure to fuel her personal growth empowers people to be unafraid to fail on the path to unlocking the visionary leader within.
I was lucky enough early in my career to get a job at Virgin Atlantic Airways. As you can see, amazing success. This is a picture of me at the Cannes Film Festival at the age of 26, partying after we'd been hanging out with Richard Branson. Can we all agree that's kind of awesome when you're that age? So clearly I was like, I can do no wrong, I'm crushing it, this is awesome. And I'm called into my boss's office and HR is sitting there. You know where this is going, right? They basically said to me, you are going to be let go from this company. You have 1 week of severance and a one-way ticket back to New Zealand. So it wasn't just like, you're so bad you need to leave the company. It was like, you're so bad you need to leave our country. I mean...
That's one of the reasons I got to where I got to in my career. Like, if we don't fail, we don't get out of our comfort zone. We don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell us about the role failure's played in your life.
I wish failure had a different word, because it's such a good thing to have and to do in your career.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I failed.
The fear of failure is actually worse than the failure itself. And when you do fail, generally it sucks. And listen, I'm from New Zealand. Sauvignon Blanc is a good thing to do when you fail, I'm just telling you. But once you work through it, almost inevitably, it leads to something, a new door opening, a learning about yourself, growth, etc. So it's something that we really have to lean into if we want to live and work in a disruptive business environment.
Not only does Robb O'Hagan deliver clear strategy lessons that leaders can apply, she taps into her decades of experience in the human performance industry to give a vision of the future of work that helps audiences understand how to create cultures that enable the best talent to reach their fullest potential.
If there's one thing I can say for all of you is you prepare for this next phase. You are going into battle. It's going to be a tough market out there. How are you going to think about getting into peak performance for yourself and for your teams? And how you can do it is what we at Exos call readiness. And readiness is when your psychology and your biology is working together for you. So I'm quickly going to share with you some tips that I think will be helpful as you prepare for this big fight ahead. And the first one is what I call flow state. So what you may not know, how do you get into flow state in the workplace? It's very simple. If you have to sit down and do really thoughtful, concentrating work, move your body for 30 minutes beforehand. I don't care what, just go for a walk. Just have a dance party in the kitchen, whatever it may be. And then when you sit down, you'll be surprised how your brain is suddenly in a much more energized place and ready to focus. Yeah, thank you so much. I've had a blast.